at his leg. When he goes shin whizzer, it makes it at his wrist, and then everything rotate off. So all I'm going to do, as soon as I feel this shin whizzer, I'm going to make sure my head position and my shoulder position gets in a good spot. So does everybody see shin whizzer position? Let me talk about that first. Everybody see what it is? Yeah. My knees bent, I'm reaching down, I'm grabbing my shins. Everybody kind of know that position a little bit? Okay. So as soon as I feel this shin whizzer, I can't shift into them to shift the weight. So again, we're going our cutback motion. Watch my knee. So when I slide my knee back in front, what happens with my head and my shoulder? It goes in good position. How's your shin whizzer feel? Not as good, because I'm keeping my head and shoulder underneath. Okay, you got it now? So I'm circling out front. I'm digging with my head and my shoulder. As soon as I feel his knee come off the ground, see how I'm pushing with my feet here? As soon as I feel his knees come off the ground, I keep the weight shifted, and I'm just going to change knees back and come up to my shelf. You see how I have his shin whizzer shelf on top of my leg now? This takes all the weight off my shoulder and head. I'm protecting my ankles with my hands. Notice how I'm not really grabbing my hands a ton, right? If I need to, I'm just pointing my elbow down at the ground, and I'm really watching this far hand. Now to work up to my feet, all I've got to focus on is my head and my shoulder staying on it. Head and shoulder stay on, my butt comes up, and I stay balanced. See how I've got the weight leaning out, guys, into them? All we want to work on is coming up to our feet first in this position. Then we'll talk about beating his whizzer with a direction change once we get up. Because I already had two guys tell me, but like, hey coach, I feel like when I'm doing this cutback, the tighter his whizzer is, the better it is for me. It is. Shin whizzer, we got to do something a little bit different, but it makes my cutback finish that much easier. So I'm shooting my single leg, I'm working out, I'm hopping over to the angle, I'm taking two hands through it. Man, I tried to cut the corner too early and I ended up in shin whizzer. It's going to happen. First thing, fix my angle. Does that mean circle behind or circle back out front? Circle back out front. Start digging with my head. Is his knee off the mat? Yes. Is his knee off the mat?
No.
No. I gotta drive into it once his knee comes off the mat. See how my knee's sliding back in? Somebody get that piece? My knee, find shoelaces. And all I'm gonna do is come in and shelf. Where's my head and shoulder, guys?
In his chest.
Yeah, it's on him. It's like I'm in, whoa, it's like I'm in single leg position. Weird. I don't want to wrestle it out like this. So why we do that all the time? Just keep yourself in single leg position. Now to come up to my feet, I'm staying balanced, I'm keeping weight on our foot, and I hop right up to my feet. What am I watching the whole time? This hand, why? Dive roll, tacking back into my ankle, safety pick. That's one of the main things that he has to attack me. The main reason I'm doing it is for him pushing my head. If he goes to push my head, that's great. I got a pretty easy finish coming back in him. So yeah, I'm looking for a defend with dive roll, but the main thing is him coming up to my head. Because a lot of times if I can catch that wrist, I got a pretty easy finish. But that's what he's going to attack me with in the position. Any questions about getting height on the shin whizzer? Circle back out front. Here's the detail you're going to miss. I'm going to talk about it one more time. It don't matter exactly. You got the third shin whizzer. You're going to get this part great. Boom. You're going to shift everything down. Knees off. You're going to go to shelf and you're just going to do this. I shift my knee, my thigh to his foot. See how it's making contact? If it's down more on the mat, it's almost like I'm digging with it. Then I change because it carries the weight. The whole time I'm watching that hand. Then I'll start working in to get to my finish in just a minute. So, leave it where it's at for now. Any more questions? Too much corner. I ended up in shin whizzer. It's going to happen. Start to fix my head, fix my shoulder. Guys, you hear people talk about getting above the knee. I honestly don't know where I'm at on those details right now, so So I'm not talking about it a ton. For me, this is what I like. I hold it like pinching my arm, bicep and forearm. This makes it worse, for me at least. I'm not big on that. I get my outside hand to it. Oh, that's completely different. This hand up, when we do defense, you'll see why. Because it puts me in a bad position when we start attacking the shin wizard when I come here. I just like keeping my hand down on the mat and I pinch with my arm. Head drives back under, knee comes up. Contact, that's a mistake you're gonna miss. So when I start to shift my weight, see how it stays on the far side? It's like you almost want to think about stepping back over his foot. Coming up to my feet, good control. Any questions? Let's go.